Now we have to come to this. But till 50 we finished. Now let us go to the 51st one. Okay. The most serious source of nationalist tension in Europe after 1871 was the area called Balkans. The tension in the area of Balkans also led to the World War I. Yes or no, children? Yes or no? Can you remember the participants of the World War I? Please tell. I want Alice Central Powers, right? Who are the countries who sided the Allied powers, Central Powers? Please tell. First you tell about Allied powers. Allied powers. UK, Austria, UK, USSR, USA, France. Understood? Ottoman Empire, they will come to the Central Powers. Central Powers only, all the opposite parties you can tell, like Ottoman Turkey, Austria-Hungary, Germany, that's all. Japan will enter only in the Second World War, not in the First World War. Understood? So, Axis power la da vandu Japan will come, not in the First World War. Okay. So, Allied powers and Central powers, First World War. Axis power and Allied powers in the Second World War. In Second World War, who are the participants? Allied powers you can include USA, USSR, UK, France. These are the four major countries. And opposite party, that is Central powers, who are those Axis powers, who came into being? Who are the participants? Japan, Germany, Turkey. Turkey will not come in the Second World War. In Second World War, Turkey will not come. Understood? Italy, these three participants. Italy, Germany, Japan. Understood? Which of the following points did not define the term liberal nationalism for the people of the Europe in the 19th century? So, already they have marked it. Please see. What is the answer? None of these are. Okay, freedom for the individual and equality before law, government by consent, end of the autocracy and clerical privileges, none of these. Who played the key role in unifying the Otto I Bismarck? You know, he is also called as the architect of Germany. Yes, sir. Where did the industrialization first begin? England. So, you know that. Which is the first industry that was started in England? Textile only. So, only we read age of industrialization, we read about what? Manchester. Yes or no? So, textile was the first industry started. Okay, children? What is the main contribution of French Revolution to the world? It led to the transfer of sovereignty from the monarchy to the body of citizens. So, French Revolution set the example for other revolutions. Yes or no? Before French Revolution, which revolution took place? American Revolution. You learn, no? Louis XVI, when he came to the power, he saw the treasure was empty. So, to fill the treasure only, he will impose more taxes on the third estate. What is the reason why the treasure was empty now? Because of they spend more time for war, and they also spend more money for American independence, that is for freeing the colonies from the British Empire. Yes or no? Weights, which of these was an allegory attribute to the liberty? Liberty means what? Red cap. This also we saw in the French Revolution. Yes or no, children? Red cap. French Revolution, you would have seen that several symbols were given to you last year. So, in that red cap, if you are wearing, it means that you are freed. Okay. Why did the Kingdom of Netherlands, that included Belgium, set up in the north? The answer is to prevent the French expansion. When was the Congress of Vienna hosted? 1815. Okay. Soon after the defeat of who? Napoleon. Which one of the following is not true regarding the romanticism and national feeling in Europe? This is repeated question. Please read the answer alone. Okay. The romantic artists and the poets generally did not criticize the glorification of science and the reasons. Romantic artists and poets, no, they wanted to do the criticism only through ballads, writing ballads or some stories, folk tales, that they did not believe in scientific reasons all. Understood? So, only romantic poets, artists they are given. Okay. These people which one of the following is not true regarding the conservative regime set up in 1815? Same thing. This is also repeated only. They favored the idea of liberty and freedom. After the armed rebellion of 1831 in Poland, many priests were imprisoned or exiled to Siberia by Russian government for which of the following reasons? That Poland case we saw, no children, because they refused to preach in Russian language. Strange case of Poland, in that we have seen that. Yes or no? Many priests will be exiled to Siberia for refusing to preach in the church in Russian language. Because the Russian, after conquering the Poland, they were strictly imposing everyone should speak only Russian language. They should not speak Polish language. They should not wear their national dress also. That we saw in the Act of Union 1707. Yes or no? They were not allowed to wear their national dress or speak their language, etc. Okay, same is the case when the Russians conquered the Poland. Liberalism in economic sphere did not contain feudal privileges. In France, whose images were marked on the coins? Marianne. Actually, for you in the picture, Marianne picture is only given for you. Yes or no? Inscribed. One picture is there, please see that. Who among the following was made the constitutional monarch by liberal revolutionaries in 1830 in France? Who among the following was made a constitutional monarch by liberal revolution in 1830 in France? No one, no? Louis Philippe. No, Metternich, no, he will go for, he is Austria-Hungary, so you cannot. Charles Albert, no. Mazzini, Italy. No answer for this. None of this. Louis Philippe will not come. France, Louis Philippe will not come. Which one of the following statements is correct, you see, this one? Britain defeated Napoleon in 1815. Prussia defeated Napoleon in 1815. Russia did all of this. Yes or no? Because all these forces only, they unitedly they will defeat Napoleon. Who among the following leaders of Italy was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat? Okay. John Cavour. Which one of the following statements is not true about the new conservation restored by Vienna Congress? It proposed a return to the society of pre-revolutionary days. The Italian revolutionary nationalists Italian revolutionary nationalist Mazzini was described as the most dangerous enemy of our social order. Who told these words, sir? Duke Metternich. Yeah. According to the subtopics. Hey, listen here. In your textbook, according to the subtopics, starts the question answers now. So, first subtopic was Frederick Sori, you know about that painting, right? Then starts the French Revolution. So, according to the question is given. Please, you can read out by yourself. Okay, what steps did the French Revolution explain 4 reforms introduced in France through the Napoleonic Code? Only 4 they are given, ma. It's very simple only. Already you will be written in your textbook, you can see that it established equality before law, right to property, simplify the administrative system, abolish feudal, equal weights and measures, all you can include, so many it is there. Understood, a guild system was about that all, okay. How did the local people in the areas conquered by Napoleon react to the French rule? Ma, see this question, ma, answer. The question is different. What were the effects of revolutionary upheaval in France in 1830? In the areas conquered by the Napoleon, the reactions of the local population to the French rule were mixed. Support the statement with 3 appropriate arguments. Please check out. Be serious, children. Please check out the answer. Because this is, we did not come across such questions. If you want, you can take down. Initially, the people of other European countries welcomed the French as a harbinger. I told you, no, the French armies were regarded as a harbingers, signal giving. What for? To liberating the nation. Okay. Next, the introduction of the uniform laws, common weights and measures, national currency attracted the people. These steps helped in the development of trade and business. Later, who uniformed that this all, your currency all? Actually, how many? Napoleon, you know. Actually, what are the laws that were imposed by Napoleon? Even today also in some European countries they are following, you know. Napoleon is such a great person, understood? Though he was a cruel ruler also or administrator also, but he made some important or very, very important task for the people, for the upliftment of the Europe as a whole. So, only even today also some Napoleonic code is followed in Europe. Several countries are following. See, before they had different currencies throughout the Europe itself, but now they made a common currency euro. Yes or no? So, such type. Yeah, that like WTO came and it has made free liberalization. Yes or no? So, such type of laws are now implied. Okay. Next, later they turned against the French rule, increased the taxes, loss of political freedom, censorship and forced the recruitment in army, created discontent among the people. That is, after the death of Napoleon, monarchy was reintroduced, you know. So, after this, this third point is given for you. Understood? They started disliking. Take down, ma. See, some children are taking, writing the answer. If you want, you can take down. Is it okay or I should? Enough, no? It's visible now, children. Yeah, sure. Explain by giving 4 reasons as to why the people who earlier had welcomed Napoleon opposed him later. Ma, see these questions. Napoleon he was welcomed by all the people, but later he was not welcomed. The reason they are asking, you see, such type, ma, why such type of questions are coming now? Competency based question. So you have to give the answer. Please see this answer also. Initially, the people of other European countries, they welcomed the French army. They considered them as a liberating army. Later, they turned against the French rule because of the following reasons. Please see here. Hello. Napoleonic Code, you know, no, in that there were some drawbacks also. So, some few drawbacks are given there. See, the European nations lost their political freedom. They went under the French rule. Taxes were increased after Napoleon came into being. Censorship was also introduced. Guild system was abolished. No, you don't have any rights to form any associations. So that is also one drawback. Next, people were forced to join French army. So these are the drawbacks of Napoleon. Understood? So only Austria, Hungary, Russia, they all will join together and defeat him in the Waterloo. Understood? And they thought that we are liberating Europe from the Napoleon, but later again all the European countries they went again fell into monarchical form of system. Yes or no? These are so easy. What I am telling you, no, one person take 2 points, so that jointly you can take. Drawbacks of Napoleon. Okay. Napoleonic rule over the regions became unpopular. Okay, or drawbacks of Napoleon. However, the question comes. What were the reforms introduced by Napoleon? Napoleon in the areas that came under the French rule? Ma, same thing children, ma. This you know very well. Napoleonic code only are right. Napoleonic code. But see the question alone you see. How the questions may appear you see. What were the reforms introduced by the Napoleon in the areas that came under French rule, or the changes that were introduced by the Napoleon during his regime? Or 4 reforms introduced by Napoleon to make the administrative system more efficient? Or Napoleon destroyed democracy in France, but in administrative field he had incorporated revolutionary principles. Justify the statement. See how different types they may ask. And the Napoleonic code, இதுக்கு வந்து எவ்வளோ several types வருது. In administrative field, Napoleon had incorporated revolutionary principles in order to make the whole system more rational and efficient. Okay, so what are the changes about? Explain any 4. So completely about Napoleonic code you are going to write. So this let me scroll, because already you have in your textbook, so just have a look into that. Describe the events of the French Revolution which had influenced the people belonging to other parts of the world. Actually, for your information, events of French Revolution which had influenced the people belonging to the other parts of the Europe. Okay, basic human rights was guaranteed. Privileges based on the birth came to end. Okay, and the rule of the king came to an end, and power came to the hands of the National Assembly. In 1789, the people of Europe started the revolution to put an end to the absolute monarchy and domination of the nobles and the church. This is all about the French Revolution. 9th standard you will be learnt. After French Revolution, what are the changes that took place? These. National Assembly was created. No, yes or no? A State General became National Assembly. Will be learnt. And they will be learnt about the citizenship rights also. No, it will be given in 1 page. No, just think of 9th standard, then you can remember. Okay. Jacobin clubs, you know, no? Who is the founder of Jacobin club? Who is the founder of Jacobin club? Robespierre. Maximilian Robespierre. Can you remember his name all? He is the founder of Jacobin club. What was the status of France as a state before 1789? Monarchy only, regarding monarchy this is. Examine the impact of French Revolution of 1789 on the other European countries. Other European countries also they are given, see, French Revolution spread, okay, liberty, fraternity, that all you can tell, equality. Jacobin clubs also spread to different parts of the Europe. Fraternity in a brotherhood. Okay, what is meant by fraternity, children? Fraternity in a brotherhood. Okay, brotherhood. Liberty, freedom. Okay. Then liberalism spread. People oppose absolute monarchy and power of the nobles. People welcome French army. They considered as a liberating force. Absolute monarchy was overthrown in some countries, and later the people turned against the French. So these all happened later. Okay. They began to consider it as an aggressor because the French the army they took over attitude and they started imposing full pressure on the people. So this was disliked by many people. Understood? We can give liberty only for some purpose, but always it is very bad. Okay. Rise of nationalism in Europe, you see, Why, boy? Please see, examine the political conditions in Europe during the mid-18th century. Nation states did not exist in Europe during the mid-18th century. Modern nations like Germany and Italy were divided into kingdoms and duchies and cantons. What is meant by duchies? It is provinces. You know that Italy was divided into 7 kingdoms, right? Each was ruled by different ruler, and he did not speak the language of the common people, local people. So only Italy, they unified all the Italy common speaking. Yes or no? Like that. Duchies, it was ruled by some clergies or anybody. Understood? They are called duchies and cantons. Sorry, one more thing. Duchies, female rulers. Cantons, provinces. They were female rulers also. Understood? Describe the social conditions of Europe in mid-18th century Europe. Nobles who were landlords dominated the social life. They enjoyed many privileges. They spoke French language. Peasants constituted the majority in the society. They were tenants and the small cultivators. In Eastern and the Central Europe, serfdom existed. Industrial development resulted in the emergence of 2 social groups, that is, workers and the middle class. Middle class people were educated and were influenced by the liberal ideas. Church had lot of influence over the social life. Clergy enjoyed many privileges. Still there are so many pages, ma. 10 pages.